Hello, friends. Welcome to Anirban's World of Digital Finance, powered by S4Hana, and this is Anirban here. And this is our 30. Let me check. This is our 36th video of S4Hana FICO module, and today we are going to discuss about integration of controlling area and financial account. With this, let's start sharing the screen. Yeah, I hope you can see the screen. And as I mentioned before, this is a S4HANA FICO module 36 video, and we will be talking about integration of controlling with the financial accounting. So if you look back, previously we have covered enterprise structure, fiscal year variant, posting period variant, controlling area, profit center, cost element, and then integration of controlling with the financial accounting. This is our current chapter, and we are going to record these activities in a single video. And I'm going to talk more about these activities once I log in into SAP. This is the menu path, and I'm going to share this once I log in into SAP. All right, so let's quickly log into SAP. Yeah. Sorry, so I'll go to SPRO, I go to SAP reference IMG, and then I'm going to financial accounting and financial accounting global settings, and then ledgers and integration of controlling and financial accounting. So this is where we would be, working for during this video, and these are the four sections that we are going to cover. Okay, so the first one is define document types for posting and controlling. So we'll go here. And these are primarily the two document types that we will be needing. One is CO, which is CO, and another is CC. One is for CO posting, and another is for cross company code postings, right? And these are basically the FI document types which we would be using for CO and FI integration. So if we go to CO, then we see that the document type here is 23, and we need to check whether this exists in our company code. So we click on number ranges, and we go to our company code, which if you remember, our company code was HKNM. If you don't remember, you can always look into the blueprint and look for our company code. This is the Com- sorry, excuse me, company code HKNM, which stands for Hakuna Matata. Yes, this sounds similar. We have heard this term in Land King movie. That was one of my favorite movies. So all the names are inspired by the characters or some lingos which we have heard in Lion King. So I type HKNM and then try to look into the intervals. Oh, there are none. So what we have to do is that we have to copy interval from a standard SAP 0001 to HKNM. So if you see company code 0001 was copied to HKNM, and now if we look here, we see that that the number ranges has been copied. Now if we now want to look into 23, You see that 23 does not exist. So what we have to do is that we have to create a 23 here. So we create 23 here, and then we can create 9999, which means that it will be valid for all the years, or we may want to specify the year. It all depends upon the business requirement given to the consultant. All right. So what we will do is that we will type this and then 24. This is the number range that we call. Sorry, 23. This is the number range we copy and then we save it. We come out of this and come out further and then take a look into 20 CC. So CC we have, there is a number range 24. We will check the number range information in our HKNM. If you remember that we have copied the number range from 0001, let's check for 24 if it exists, because it should be there. So if you see 24 does not exist, so we have to go back up, scroll up, and we click on insert, and then we have to click on insert 24 again. For this time we will select the year 2021, and then 24 will select this 24, and then we select this number range and save it. This way we maintain the CO and CC, which are as mentioned before. These are the document types which would be used for the FICO integration. We go back and then we click on define document type mapping variants for company business transaction. We click here. So these are the standard document type mapping variants available here, and we are going to use our own document type mapping variants. So what we are going to do is that we are going to click on DCPA1 and we click on copy. So we replace this as LNKG1 and take this as LNKG1 and hit enter. We will copy all the entries. 47 entries are copied. Then we click here and double click here. Okay, so if you see, all the entries are copied here, and that's how and we are going to save. So we are going to create this. So we are going to create a request. We have to customize the request. So we'll say document type mapping variant for LNKG1 and we save it. So that's how we created the variant LNKG1 for the integration. Okay, now we go out and then we click here, check and define default values for posting and in controlling, and look for our HKNM. So in HKNM, we are going to, for the document type mapping variant, we have designed the mapping variant as LNKG1. So we are going to select this. And we are also going to select this for both the HKNM and HKUS. I'll just pause the recording for a while. Okay. So this is primarily because if like for doing an entry like a KB11N, which is a typical CO entry, if this like the user doesn't have an access to this two groups, these two fields, then you are restricting the access and you are identifying some default default document type and default ledger group. If you are updating something here, then you will be restricting it to that particular ledger group. If you are not, then it will be copied to all the ledger group. So let me see. Um so we are not going to keep this blank. We are keeping this blank. We are not going to populate any default ledger group here. So let me try to open a new. Yeah. So this is a typical KB11 in a CO entry. If you see, this is a document type and this is a ledger group. So document type you are identifying as LNKG1, but the ledger group you are actually keeping blank. You don't want to restrict the values, and in that case, if the user is unable to maintain this, then it would be copied across all the ledger group, and that is what is the business requirement that of the current practice that we are doing. But again, it all depends upon the business requirement that is given to the consultant, and accordingly, you will be doing the configuration. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to save this, and I'm going to customize this. Okay, that's how I customize it, and I am going to save it. Okay. So, and the last step for this exercise would be define ledger for the CO version. And if I go here and I look for my controlling area, if you remember, the controlling area is SCAR, SCAR. If you don't remember, you should can always refer to the blueprint and look for the controlling area. So this is the controlling area and this is a SCAR. So if you type here SCAR, and you see that it is mapped to the leading ledger. So it can also be mapped to the non-leading ledger as well, but it can never be mapped to the extension ledger or the yes, it can not be mapped to the extension ledger. It can only map to the non-leading ledger or the leading ledger. Here, since we have copied the entire thing from 0001, so which is a standard SAP standard. So you see that it is automatically by default mapped to 0L, and that is what we are going to check, that if it is mapped with 0L. So that's about integration of FI and a SEO. I hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please click on the like icon and share it with all your friends. And if you are yet to subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you, guys.